All right, so we have a day off of Turo, and it's a weekend day, so we both have the day off. We're gonna do Koko Head. For those that don't know, Koko Head is a pretty famous trail on the island of Oahu that is an old rail that was retired and then is now used as a hike. So we're gonna go ahead and take the BMW up there. Alright, we just parked. It is pretty crowded today, so we had to park a little bit far, but it is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see. There's Koko Head itself. You can actually, for those that haven't been, you can see the trail from here. But yeah, it is a gorgeous day. Not a single cloud in the sky, basically. A couple over there. But yeah, wish us luck. It's gonna be painful. So one reason that we're able to have days off like this, even though we have several cars, is because we actually set all our cars to a 3-day minimum. When we first started, we set the default, which was 1-day minimum. We didn't even select the 2-day minimum on weekend option, and it's frankly a nightmare. We highly discourage people from doing the 1 days. You're gonna have gaps in between your rentals that you can't fill in. So like, if your car comes back on a Monday and doesn't go out until Thursday, let's say, you have Tuesday, Wednesday where the car cannot be rented out, obviously, if you have a 3-day minimum. But for us, that makes it really worth it, because we're able to have days that there are no starts or returns, and then the return on like the cost of the car wash and everything makes it worth it, because at a minimum they're renting it for 3 days, so it makes sense to spend the $20 at the car wash and yada yada. Makes the time worth it also. So that's just a little suggestion that we have for all Turo hosts.
Pakai oleh kosan.
I'll try to remember to get a video on various parts of the trail, just so you can see how much it changes as we go higher. We're actually pretty near the bottom right now. Okay, so we just got to, actually we've been here a few minutes trying to catch our breath, but we are at the bottom of the bridge area. So here's kind of the view. Sorry guys. A little different than the last little clip. Yeah, this is the bridge. So I don't know if you can tell, but this part is actually suspended, so it can be a little sketchy. But for those that don't want to do this, there's a Murphy's bypass, and you can just go up the right side and bypass this suspended part. All right, wish us luck. So we just got over the suspended part right there, and my girlfriend turned around and pointed out how well you could see Hanauma Bay, and the particular fact that it's so blue. A little bit further up. Another quick progress update. So I mentioned that Sonoma Bay is very blue today. If you didn't know, that's Diamond Head right there, very famous landmark that you can see from Waikiki Beach. And this is what it looks like as far as the trail from where we are. And we still got a decent amount to go. Please excuse my breathing. I might be dying. The main area is off to the right here. This little dirt path. And the beautiful part about coming up here is not just the view, but that it's breezy. Not sure how much wind noise is getting through, but once you go over this little ridge here, it's magnificent.
Is it cute?
So you can see the same view as when you're hiking up, plus almost a 360 of the ocean. You can see Sandy's Beach right there. This is the backside. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually people hiking that backside. I've never done that myself. Seems much more difficult and lengthy, but it does look awesome. If you're into ridge hikes, it looks pretty stellar. One thing we're just discussing is how this is the clearest we've ever been able to see the other islands. I don't know if you can make it out, but right on the horizon, all this area, you can see the neighbor islands. We had to, it might be embarrassing, but we had to look it up on Google Maps just to double check, but 99% sure the closest one is Molokai, and then off in the way distance at peak should be Haleakala on Maui.
You would never know those things. Like, you guys are
We're chilling on this old metal grate up here. It might not be around for too much longer. Last I heard, some city council or whatever, local governance had voted to remove it for safety reasons. So we'll see how long it sticks around for. This is personally my favorite view from the top of Koko Head. It's on the opposite side that has the grill area.
Coco Marine.
Yeah, so Hanama, I pointed that out already.
And then this whole area is Coco Marina.
Coco Marina. Most importantly, Costco. And you can see Honolulu down there.
Diamond Head.
Yep, Diamond Head. Of course, can't forget Diamond Head. Let's see if I can see it on the screen. Yeah, right there. And this is the area you live if you got the bucks.
I tore my knee and I was like, yeah, like I go to Hawaii and
Alright, heading back down. Drank some water, caught our breath, enjoyed the view, and now we're going to destroy our knees. One thing I forgot to mention is they actually redid the vast majority of this trail. It used to just be these planks. These are in good condition, so I don't think these were replaced, but you can see like these ones that they're not just inclined now. They actually added another like 2x4 kind of thing to make it an actual step, which makes it so much not just easier but safer, and I super appreciate it. I don't know if the perspective really comes through on camera, but this little section here, it almost feels like it's like a 45-degree angle. I really want to point out how good of a job they did on these steps. Like they are gorgeous, and it makes such a difference, especially going down. Like they're basically just steps now, essentially. Amazing. Just finishing up the hike. These are the last few steps. You can see all the way up, I think. Yeah. Just got a few more steps down. Definitely gotta drink a little more water. I think I lost roughly 2.5 gallons. One thing we're gonna do right after this is donate to the fund that helped restore the trail, because that was seriously impressive how nice of a job they did. Yeah, one thing I mentioned earlier regarding the best way to guarantee some days off when you're running more than just a couple cars is to have the 3-day minimum, right? One thing you're going to encounter is that guests are allowed to request changes that don't follow the settings you have, right? So us, for example, the earliest time somebody can book a car is 8 a.m. The latest they can return the car is 9 p.m. However, let's say in the middle of the booking, they want to return the car just at midnight, let's say. They can request that change to the Turo app, and the Turo app will let them actually request that, despite the fact that your settings say your hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So then it's up to you to talk to the guest and just come to an understanding of what is going to happen. You don't have to approve anybody's request. One thing that helps is that Turo forces them to write some sort of message when they request the change. So it's going to really obviously be a case-by-case basis. One thing we've encountered before is, despite the 3-day minimum, on the first day or even before the trip, I think before the trip happens more, they'll shorten the trip to either just a 1-day or a 2-day and say, oh, it turns out based on our schedule we don't need the car more than 1 day. At that point, I recommend calling the guest. Yes, Turo says you want everything through the messages just so that all the communication is accessible by Turo support. However, for something like this, you know, you need to have that human engagement. Messages are very easily misinterpreted, and somebody can be sounding rude over a message when really that's not their intention. So we recommend calling them. We've had very positive experiences coming to understandings, and it's never been a serious detraction from their experience. Most of the time they completely understand. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for today as far as any activities we're doing. We're at the parking garage for Don Quixote, right? Don Q. So you can see Don Q across the street, fairly certain. It's like an Asian Walmart, that's what I tell people. It's an Asian Walmart. Pretty much has anything you would expect that a normal like Walmart superstore or whatever would have, plus a bunch of touristy stuff for visitors, specifically like Japanese visitors. That's what they really cater to. Pretty handy. We just ate a couple scones. I didn't record that. We were so hungry after the hike that we just had to eat something. So anyways, thanks for spending time with us. Hope you have a great day.